It's hot out there, indeed. It's very hot, if I may say so myself. But the love I have for myself makes me come and sit down and receive the wisdom that is a reflection of the heat. You know what I mean? So I come and I sit down and I receive the hotness. But yeah, all jokes aside though, that's why I come out here, man. Not because I just want to come out here, you know what I mean? But there's nothing new under the sun, and as we expand upon the profundity of that statement, you would choose to merge with the sun and make the sun your best friend. It's as simple as that. About it for a second, the reflections. Think of how much your brain is dependent on light to help you to navigate this physical reality. Think about how much your brain is dependent on light, different forms of light, but none surpasses this divine light. Alright? And think of how much light you can receive, or how much your brain can process if these bad boys are closed. Alright? So then you can see light as information, you know, and there's different kinds of information that is always present, right? Now there is information that is perceivable to the eyes, and then there's information that is beyond our visible spectrum, right? And the truth is, most of the real information that powers up who we are, powers up reality, is not perceivable, you know, by our five senses, you know, because I just don't want to see the eyes. It's not perceivable by our five senses. But there's something called, you know, a spirit, a soul, light body, right? And the expression of us is who we truly are, you know what I mean? And a simple analogy is like you have your smartphone. I'm sure everybody upgraded the phone, lost the phone, whatever, right? But we can go to the service provider and we can get back all the names. You can get back your email address, you can get back everything, right? So therefore the information is not the phone. The phone is the vessel for the information. Similarly, we are not, the body, I should say, is not who we truly are. The body is a vessel for the light, who we truly are. A vessel for the energy of the spirit to take manifestation, right? And the more we embrace this natural divine energy, is the more we embrace our true identity, right? And there is a certain degree of heat, of pressure that the ice can take, right? At any given time there is a certain degree of information that it can take of pressure, right? And the more we expose these lenses to this light, the pressure increase, right? The amount of pressure it can take increase, right? And you can see this pressure as forms of what you might call information, as the body is never going to give you more than you can handle. We've heard this statement before: God is never going to give you more than you can handle. Well, the truth is, as within, so without. I am the great I am that I am. And so the more you practice, not just sun gazing, just being outside, but we're talking about, the eyes and perceiving light and stuff. But the more you start to practice sun gazing, the more pressure it can hold. And like I say, you can see the pressure as information, right? Subtle information that truly powers up who you are, right? And therefore the brain now is gonna naturally have to expand, right? Because the more you expose your eyes, the more you can say, oh, this is a car, this is a rat, this is a dog, this is a that. Now these subtle information that is perceivable by our higher senses is being able to integrate. Energies are being more integrated at a higher degree by you simply contemplating this divine energy, especially if you set intention. And for me, it's simple. It is my intention to merge with the divine energy of this beautiful sun, to merge with the one, knowing that this one thing is what powers up everything, right? And then as you start to perceive a higher degree of this light, you start to kind of like activate different parts of your brain, right, that allows you to see a deeper, higher truth, to see who you truly are, right? And know that you are one and you are everything. And then it allows you to take action that reflects this light. You're gonna take in more of this light, and it's gonna allow you to perceive life from a deeper inner standing, because at this time you no longer understand, right? And you no longer overstand, right? But you understand a deeper meaning to who you are, a deeper meaning to life, a deeper meaning to creation, right? And then what creation is nothing but love. And then you start to express yourself as such. And it's not easy to know that you are love and walk and talk like you are love, because it's gonna rub people the wrong way, you know what I mean? And you have to accept that at the same time, for the wrong way, because the average man, accept division. The average man accept hierarchical structure, and though these things is part of this physical plane, but at the end of the day, this is just an experience. Like going to the movie is an experience, going on the plane is an experience, right? But your true essence is anchored somewhere else, right? That is giving allowance for this experience to be manifested. But you are not this person that you're fighting hard to represent. This is just the experience, you know what I mean? And experience, you cannot hold it as an absolute. Like you can forget about everything else and become submerged in it, right? But then think about how much more fragments of yourself you're separating from, because you just hang on to this particular experience. The plane ride is gonna finish, the vacation is gonna finish, right? And things are not you, just like the body is not me. I am not the body. I honor the body, because without the body I cannot experience the beauty of this divine intelligence, or this divine expression of life, So as you come and you choose to merge with nature, you choose to sit down and know that nature is life. Nature is the true mother, the true father, the true giver, the true creator for this experience, for this realm, right? Down with this great mother and this great father that you can say is timeless, then you are given allowance to be schooled in a way that science has not yet understand, in a way that cannot necessarily be found in a book. And then you become the true governor of your own life and allow your experience to be your navigational tool, you know, because in almost every experience, in every moment, we go back to our experience to make decision upon the, I don't want to say the now, but to make decision in the present. You always go back to your experience. But if you come home to nature and you experience, you know, the true teaching from the great mother and the good father, then you will be given clues to act upon in certain moments, and these actions, you know, become like memories, and then you have a whole different memories to pull upon to take action in the present moment. And these memories now, because you've put yourself in a different space, you know, a different school, then your memories might not look like the average person, your actions might not look like the average person, and then you can lose yourself and trying to fit in, or you can stand firm and know that, hey, I'm merged with the truth. And if I merge with the truth, and the truth look a little bit different to what is being expressed by your surrounding, you have a choice. Choice to make, and this choice might not be easy, because a lot of time it's easy to fit in, right? Because everybody want to fit in and everybody wants to be liked, and that's because of this divine energy. They always seeking for what supports life, right? Because love is what supports life, and to feel like you belong to something is what's gonna make you want to make you feel like, oh, I'm supported in stuff. But are you supported in a truth that give allowance for the collective to survive? Are you supported in a truth that give allowance for the intelligence of God to reside within, to acknowledge that? Are you're secured in a truth that allows you to see division and separation in terms of I don't want to say limitations, right? Because it's ultimately not limitation. This is what you're gathering. This is your reference, and it is all you know, right? And it can be the highest you know. But like I said, if you anchor yourself in certain things, this reality, and not come outside and experience the vastness of information, the vastness of creation, and you anchor yourself in a house and you do certain things, then all you know could only be this much, while you know you have all of this to draw upon, to anchor yourself in a more wider expression of creation. Why a lot of the masters that once walked this planet, you know, observe them, you're gonna see all of them used to be barefoot. There might be a time where they put on a sandal for certain things, but all of them would be barefoot. You will see all of them who have on less clothes. You will see all of them connected to nature, right? And the one religion that is pushed more, or the one master that is pushed more, you know, you would always see a sun over his head, right? As reflecting that he is the sun, right? Because it's all metaphors and allegories, right? So the moral of this, my brothers and sisters, is that you are nothing really without nature, because nature is what supports you in every way. And there is a desire to fight to be something in life, right? It's funny. There's always a desire to fight to be something, to study hard to be something, you know what I mean? To work hard to be something. And none of these things entails But that's not true. Can't say none entails. But rarely it entails fighting to be who you are, fighting to reconnect with self. You know what I mean? It's fighting for things that anchored you into this expression of reality that is actually crumbling. You know, fighting for retirement and fighting to do certain things. You know what I mean? And it's in most cases it's not what the soul crying out for. It's not what the soul crying out for. Right? It's not what the soul crying out for. It's you, my brothers and sisters. You accept who you are. You give allowance for divine guidance. You affirm a higher form of perception, and you take certain action. You nourish yourself like nature intended. The bigger truth will meet you, and you will embrace yourself in a different form. You will love yourself differently, and because you love yourself differently, you will also find the capacity within to love everything and everybody from a greater space of your infinite potential to embrace love. On that note,